it's Seth, your mild-mannered mage, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Boxes. We are right on the heels of the latest release from Magic the Gathering, and that is Aether Drift. I am right off of our pre-release, went to a new game shop, Bazooka Games, where I participated in their pre-release event there. Came in 10th out of 21st, which I felt like was pretty good. Pre-release isn't really my jam. You know, I like to go just for the event, go interact with some new people. This was a new game shop for me to attend one of these events. So this was a good experience for me to interact with some new folks and to kind of get a feel for the game shop. So I was really pleased with the pre-release experience there. So coming off of Aether Drift, we've got a slew of products now that are going to be hitting the market. We've got our booster boxes, the collector booster boxes, commander decks, and Jumpstart, and another new type of bundle box. We've got the regular bundle box, but then Magic and WotC have released yet another type of bundle box, and that is the Finish Line bundle. Unfortunately, Bazooka Games was sold out of. They had done all their pre-sales for the bundle box. They were sold out. Was unable to get it from them. However, our friends over at Game Theory, for the win, had some of the Finish Line bundles in stock, so I was able to get one from them. So the Finish Line bundle, while it is different in name, this is a very similar callback to Duskmourn's Nightmare bundle. I'm sure y'all remember that. It came in the little TV-shaped box. And honestly, I felt like it was a great product because it came with several play boosters. I think it came with 2 collector boosters and then a Nightmare booster, which included 2 different alt art cards, one in a movie poster art and then one in a Goosebump style art, and a special die. And I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was a great release, and it fit the theme of Duskmourn very well. So this is the Aether Drift version. Is it Aether Drift or Ether Drift? I've been saying Aether Drift. So correct me in the comments if I'm saying this wrong. But this is the Aether Drift version of the Nightmare bundle. But it's going along with that racing theme. So let's take a look at the back here. And on the back we can see, again, the format is the same. We've got 2 collector boosters, 6 play boosters, plus what they are calling the first place box topper, which you can get these box toppers in 2 places. You can get it either in the Finish Line bundle, or it also comes with the play booster box, and I think it also comes with the collector bundle as well. We get a special die. We also get some extended art cards, and then a special box. So pretty much the same deal as the Nightmare bundle. Now this was I think MSRP at $79.99, which is the price that I was able to get it for from Game Theory. So the question is the value in this box? I'm going to go ahead and say yes with this first place box topper. I think we're going to hit that value very easily. But if we take the box topper out of this, I'm wondering between these, 8 packs, are we going to get to that $80 price value, which we will find out. So let's go ahead and let's break into this box as we do. And we just pull on this checkered flag right here. Alright, that was satisfying. And we'll get into this right here. And that comes... Okay, so that opens up. And it's just a empty white box here, and then this is what was inside of that box. Alright, so here is this right here. Getting into that. Oh, well, that's a nice added bonus. It also has some stickers. I like stickers. Are they all the mana symbols? Now I want to put these stickers on something. What can I put these stickers on? And it is. It's all the mana symbols. I love it. Look at that. Now, speaking of stickers, let me ask y'all this, and I hope that y'all will reply in the comments or send me an email or a private message or something. Would y'all be interested in some mild-mannered mage stickers? I've been seeing some advertisements for some sticker companies. Would y'all be interested in some stickers of my logo? Let me know. It's just something that I've been kind of toying around with. I can send them out as some freebies, or maybe I can even put them up for like $1 or $2 or something off of the website or off of the YouTube channel. So, okay, here is the die, and that is kind of cool looking. On the box here, it looked a little bit more silvery, but this is black and white checker flag, and then the checker flag is your 20. And then all the other are just a triangle of a checker flag with the number right in the middle. All right. So there we go. And then here are all of our packs. And then what we got here? We got our little punch out things here. I can't really tell what that's supposed to be. I don't know. But then there's our exhaust, stun counters, some 1/1 counters, Chandra's bike. So yeah. Alright. And then we can just kind of put that together. The little box thing back together. I guess that's the box that it's supposed to come with. That is my assumption. And we'll just put that off to the side. Alright, so we have super cool stickers. We have die. And then we've got our box topper. Put that off to the side. This additional pack of cards here. And then we've got our collector boosters here. And then here are our play boosters. And we'll put those down here at the bottom. So let's check out this pack right here. Okay, so this is just some lands here. Oh, and we got some fancy lands. One of each of these gold bordered lands, and we can kind of see they're already starting to pringle a little bit. And these are all just regular basics. And again, you can really see the pringling there. Okay, and then our full arts, again, the pringling is real. We've got Amonkhet Raceway, start your engines mechanic. So you gain speed of 1, tap it to add a mana. And then at max speed, you can tap it. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Stage 2, the Sands and Waters of Amonkhet. Alright, and then we've got Avishkar Raceway. Start your engines. Tap it to add a colorless. Max speed, pay 3, discard a card to draw a card. So stage 1, the Winding Streets of Girapar. And then the last one is Muraganda, which I think is the new Kaladesh. Start your engines, tap it, add a colorless. At max speed, adds 2 colorless. And then stage 3, the Steaming Jungles of Muraganda under Falling Skies. Alright. So nice. 3 full art lands. A common, an uncommon, and a rare. And we will include those in our calculations as well. Alright, so we'll put those... I'll put those over here in kind of the landish area. We'll include those in our calculations. Alright, so we've got our stickers. We've got our collector booster kind of sitting off to the side. We've got our box topper and our collector boosters. We are going to take a small break. And when we come back, we will jump in to start opening these play booster boxes. Hang tight, and we'll be right back. And we are back with this episode of Breaking Boxes. I'm Seth, your mild-mannered mage, and we are breaking into a Finish Line bundle set from Aether Drift, the great race across 3 different planes. So we've already broken into the box. We've seen some stickers. We've seen a really cool spin down counter, and we've opened up our land pack and have seen the full art lands. And now we are going to get into our 3 play booster packs, starting with, or excuse me, these 6 play booster packs, starting with pack number 1. A couple of things we're hoping to hit: that new Aether Spark. We're also hoping to hit that Chrome Mox. That would be a nice hit. Alright, so we've got our token, Jungle Hollow, and immediately one of the big bad blue cards of this set in foil, Unstoppable Plans. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Jace knew that if he just had time to explain his plan, he would find support. Unfortunately, time was in short supply. Fantastic. So this is basically like a Seedborn Muse in blue, and tapping all of your non-lands, creatures, artifacts, everything. So that is, I don't know who approved this, but dang. And it's in foil, so that's beautiful. We also have Webstrike Elite for 2 green. This is a 3/3 insect archer with reach, cycling, X, and 2 green. When you cycle this card, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment with mana value X. Alright. And then we've got a Detention Chariot, an Aether Siphon, a Wretched Doll, and a Plow Through. Let's do this. I'm going to take these 3 special lands, and I'm going to put those over here, and then I'll put that in the land stack, and then the rest are our commons. Alright. And pack number 2. And we have our art card. by land, and a spin out, and a possession engine. For 3 colorless and 2 blue. When this vehicle enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls for as long as you control this vehicle. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control this vehicle. It's a 5/5 with crew 3. Alright. And then a spectacular pile up. 2 white and 3. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn. Then destroy all creatures and vehicles. Cycling 2. So that's pretty good. So that would get rid of any inherent indestructible on creatures. So any problem creatures that are supposed to be indestructible now makes them vulnerable to this board wipe. I think this is a pretty powerful board wipe for 5. I like that. Then we have a Cloudspire Cycle, a Rocketeer Boost Buggy, a Gastral Raider into our commons. Pack number 3. And we've got an Insect Token into a Forest, Crash and Burn into a Howl Squad Heavy, red and 2 Starcher Engines for a Goblin Mercenary. Other Gobbos have haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able. Max speed. Add red for each goblin you control. Who let the goblin player design this? Who thought this was a good idea? I mean, this is just really? Really? Is this what we're doing? In red? For goblins? Are we sure? Alright, if that's what we're doing. Okay. Then we have a Broadcast Rambler. That is a common. Embalmed Ascendant, Dredger's Assistant, and then a Sky Crash into our commons. Alright. I want to take a minute and thank everybody for hanging out with me today. And don't forget to give us a like, give us a subscribe, turn on notifications so that you know when the next video drops, and to follow our channel. And as an incentive, here's a couple of MTG Arena codes. I like to give these away during the videos, trying to mix them up when we are doing it, just to make it a little bit harder for people to find them, so that they're just not fast forwarding to a certain spot. So here it is in the middle of a random spot. trying to be a little sneaky. We'll see if this does anything, but here's a couple of MTG Arena codes for you. Again, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me as I go through and open these boxes. Again, don't forget to check out our other content, our other episodes of Breaking Boxes, Arena Antics, and War Council. All right, 3 packs remaining. A Pilot, an Island, Light Shield Parry, into a Willow Rush Verge. Tap it for a blue, or tap it for a green if you control a forest or an island. Okay, so that's a good mana fixing. Pretty good. I'll take it. Into a Scrounging Skyway, Gallant Strike, Intimidation Tactics, Lagarin Soul of Alcaria into our commons. Pack Number 5. Another art card. A Montagna. Alcretian Armory. And a regular version of the Morganda Raceway. Start your engines. Tap it for a colorless. Max speed. Tap it for 2 colorless. What do y'all think of this new Start Your Engines mechanic? I think it's kind of interesting. Doesn't really go away. I don't think you can proliferate it. I did learn that I was playing it wrong. You can start your engines and then deal damage. So you can actually advance yourself to 2, your speed to 2 on the same turn that you start your engine. So that is kind of helpful. Reef Roads, Canyon Vaulter, Elvish Refueler into an End Rider Spike Spitter into our commons. And then another Avishkar Raceway. And then finally, pack number 6. A pilot token. A swamp. The Night Market, which is a nice way to fix some mana, or you can cycle it. Ooh, and what we got here? Howl Squad Heavy. So that's that same Gobbo that we were looking at before that will tap at max speed to add a red for each goblin that you control. But this is the alternate art with the van. So this is his race car. That's kind of funky art. I like it. Into a Voyage Glide Car, 1 white for a 2/3 vehicle. When this vehicle enters, scry 1. Tap 3 other untapped creatures you control until end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a 1/1 counter on it, and you can crew it for 1. Nice. Into a Cloudspire Coordinator, Foul Roads, Defend the Rider, into our uncommons. Very nice. And that is, as they say, all of the play boosters. So just a very scant few 6, but we still have these collector boosters and this box topper to open. So when we get back from the break, we are going to crack into these collector booster box, or excuse me, collector boosters, and then the box toppers. Y'all hang tight, and we'll be right back. And we are back with this episode of Breaking Boxes. Once again, I'm Seth, your mild-mannered mage, and we are breaking into a Finish Line bundle from Aetherdrift, Magic's Race Across 3 Planes. And we have already gone through all of the play boosters that come with this set. We've also seen the special full art lands, some stickers, which were a nice surprise, and we've checked out the oversized die. So all that we've got left are the 2 collector boosters and the box toppers. So let's get cracking on these. Alright, and what's nice is these collector boosters have that little tear, make it a little bit easier to get into them. Alright, let's see what we got. There's our cat. So already hitting it off with a special guest, Cavalier of Dawn, 3 white and 2 for an Elemental Knight. Vigi, when this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller makes a 3/3 colorless golem. When this creature dies, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So, and it's a 4/6. So when it comes in, you get to basically beast within something, and then when it dies, you get to Sun Titan something, but there's no mana value restriction. So that's pretty good, all for 6 mana. And then that's pretty creepy on the little sun face on the... I mean, it looks like they're wearing pajamas with a knife and a spear. So, kind of scary. Now, I drew this card in my pre-release kit, but I think this would make a fantastic commander. Samut, the Driving Force. Red, white, and green in 3 for First Strike Vigi Haster. 4/5, Human Warrior Cleric. Start your engines. Other creatures you control get +X/+O, where X is your speed. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less, where X is your speed. So you can do all sorts of fun things. Play a bunch of cards to get your speed up quickly. You can cast her as fast as you can to get the speed going. And then non-creature spells cost X less. You could go wide with some tokens. White has a lot of good token generators, some damage doublers. So I think this could be a really, really good commander. It could be a lot of fun, I think. Followed by The Last Ride. 1 black for a 13/13. The Last Ride gets -X/-X, where X is your life total. Pay a black and 2, pay 2 life to draw a card, and it crews for 2. Not really a good commander card, but that could see some play in Modern or Standard. And then we've got the new Nissa World Soul Speaker. Green and 3. Whenever a land you control enters, you get 2 energy. You may pay 8 energy rather than the mana cost for permanent spells you cast. So 8 energy for an Ulamog or an Emrakul or a Kozilek or anything big and bad that you want to cast. That could be a little something. Another unstoppable plan in foil. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Again, who approved this? Who? I need to know. And then we move into our uncommons. Guide-like Pathmaker. Then we have a Broadcast Rambler and an Island. And then our regular cards. Apocalypse Runner, Reckless Velocitor, Unswerving Sloth, Gastel Blockbuster, Grimbauble, Venom Sac, Lagok, and an Interface Ace. Alright. Last collector booster pack. A vehicle into a Skyseer's Chariot, white and 1 for a flying 3/3 vehicle. As this vehicle enters, choose a non-land card name. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name costs 2 more to activate, and you can crew it for 2. So this is your targeting an opponent's stuff to make it harder to do the things. Count on Luck. 3 red. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. This is going in Prosper. I have a pretty awesome Prosper deck, and this sounds like this needs to go in it because you're exiling the top card of your library, and that is exactly what Prosper wants you to do is to exile the top card of your library so that you can play it. Into a Waxen Shape Thief. Played this during pre-release. Blue and 3, flash. You may have this creature enter as a copy of an artifact or creature you control, or you can cycle it for 2. So I had it come in as a couple of, I think it was the Oil Deep Gearhulk was what I was targeting most of the time. So that I had another lifelinker with Ward on it. Ooh, a Temnit Noctamoon's Will. This is the new zombie commander. Esper and 2, zombie wizard. Vigilance Menace. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard. And whenever you draw a card, zombies you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I think this is going to be good. I actually have this deck and am planning on building it and modifying it. So having an extra is kind of nice. And then we have a Captain Howard Sea Scourge, a shark pirate. Is it 2, ward 2, pay 2 life. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, you draw a card. I like it. That would go good in a wheel deck. Into a Midnight Mangler and a Thundering Broodwagon. Then we have a Mountain, Defend the Rider, Glory Heathlinks, Foul Roads, Run Over, and then the rest are commons. All right. So it looks like we've had some pretty good stuff so far. The last thing that we have is our little box topper here. And I think this is going to have 2 cards in it. One is going to be a land, and then one is going to be whatever is the big card for that you're going to get for the box topper. Again, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me as we have gone through and have been opening up this set. You can help support this channel by giving us a like, giving us a follow, turning on notifications so that you know when the next video drops, so that we can feed the algorithm. You can feed the algorithm by watching all the videos. As a thank you, here are a couple more MTG Arena codes. Again, turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel, watch all the videos. If you've already watched all the videos, please go in and watch them again. It helps me out a lot. So here are those right before we jump into this last pack. All right. So without further ado, we have, and I always hate opening these because they're so much harder to get into, just because it only has like 2 cards in it or 1 card in it, and I'm always afraid I'm going to mess the card up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, I was right. There are 2 cards. So let's see, which one should I flip over first? Because one I think is again is going to be a land, and the other is going to be whatever it's going to be. So let's go left first, and that one is going to be our land. And again, we've already seen some of these, and it is, you know, got that gold border. So this one is a Plains. Very nice. Oh, and I see you're in the cockpit of that looks like maybe Nissa's vehicle. Or not Nissa. Well, I would say Chandra, but Chandra would be a mountain. But you see what I mean, though, right? Okay. So we'll put that over here. Well, yeah, I'll put that over here. And then the last one. So this is the big one. This should be the money. And we will flip that over right now. And this is a River Pyre Verge, so it is another land. So similar to the other land that we looked at before, but this one is for red and blue. So it inherently taps for a red, and then you can tap for a blue if you control an island or a mountain. While Lut's ability to predict omen paths is extraordinary, I'm more impressed by his unrelenting curiosity. Pia Nalar. So maybe this is our big card. We will see. We'll have the value in the corner down here. So we'll see. All right. So what do y'all think? Did we hit the $79.99 MSRP value? Did we do it without the box topper? Or did we need the box topper to get there? I'll try to remember to do two separate values. Hopefully hearing me say that, it will remind me as I am editing this video. So note to future Seth, do two values, one pre-box topper, one post-box topper, so we can kind of see what the value is. So there we have it. What do you think of the Finish Line bundle from Aether Drift? It had, just as a review, the land pack, the sticker pack, the oversized die, 6 play boosters, 2 collector boosters, and the box topper pack. Did we get the value out of it? Is it worth it? Let us know in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm Seth, your mild-mannered mage, wishing everybody some happy magicking. We'll see you next time.